Husband looking up pics of young bartender. My husband, 41, and I, 38, have been married almost 13 years. I have had issues with him looking at corn in the past, but mostly BC, I felt it took away from our intimacy, especially when we were younger and first married. If ever confronted about it, he would seem embarrassed for a little, and then we would move on. I never flat out told him he couldn't look at corn, just that it hurt me when he looked at it, especially if I felt like he wasn't trying to make an effort with me. I used to be 5 feet 5 inches and 100 pounds, so I was never insecure with my body, just maybe the size of my breasts. I think my husband just likes looking at pics of girls online, and that it has nothing to do with me personally or my body. Who doesn't like looking at girls with big boobs/butts? During COVID, we had a small baby, and we're not getting along great. I had to have a lot of stitches and did not heal very well, and it took a while to be able to be intimate again. I caught him paying for OnlyFans multiple times about 6 months after we were solely active again. I told him I had a real problem with him paying for that, and that looking at him needed to stop completely because of it. Since then, I have no reason to believe that he's been back on of and have never seen another purchase. I know he's looked at corn/girls since I had to talk to him about why his TikTok feed was all half-naked girls/OnlyFans models. Our son was playing on his phone and opened TikTok, and I was horrified. Fast forward, my husband likes to go to a certain sandwich shop 1 to 2 times a week, sometimes up to 3 times a week. I stay home with our son while he goes after work. He works from home and doesn't get to go out as much as he used to since WFH/COVID/having a baby. They have a bar inside where he will sit and order a beer, order our food, and then have another beer while the food is being made. He has somewhat of a friendship with one of the male bartenders there, and will often tell me about all the other bartenders who work there. He has been going to this place for about 3 to 4 years now, and I have never once heard about any attractive female bartenders, of course. He goes there so often that I make fun of the bromance he has with the male bartender he likes. I even made a comment to my brother that this establishment is my husband's favorite place, and my son and I are never invited with him. BC, we are going to kill his vibe. One day after work, my husband was grabbing a beer and sandwiches for us. I was driving right past the restaurant and asked if he wanted our son and I to come and join him. He was quick to say no and that we should just meet him at home. I understood that this is a special place, but the urgency in telling me not to come seemed a bit strange to me and didn't sit right. Apparently, for the past 10 months, there has been a young girl, just turned 24 days ago, working there who has piqued my husband's interest in some way. My husband has been searching for her on Instagram and X, and who knows where else. She has a very uncommon and unique name, so I'm not sure if that's how he found her, or if she told him about her pages, or if another bar-goer told him about her page/pics. The problem is that she is posting half-naked photos of herself and also tweeting that she has content for sale. I have no reason to believe he has purchased or even viewed this content, but I know he has searched for her on more than one occasion. I saw her pop up in his IG search history a couple months ago, but thought she was just a random online girl. I found her in his search history again and started wondering what the obsession was with this young girl. After doing some digging around, I realized this is the bartender of the place he goes to alone twice a week. She also may do SX work/escorting, but I'm not 100% sure. She is always hard up for money, according to her ex. When confronted about it, my husband completely lost it. He said he values his privacy and that I shouldn't be snooping around like a psycho. In my defense, I did use his phone to search for a longtime ex-friend/coworker that blocked me. That's how I came across this girl in his search history. I am not with him when he sees this girl, so I have no clue the extent of their interactions. He said that there is nothing going on, that there are certain pictures online, and that sometimes even married men look at these pictures. He says he has never once cheated on me. He said I ruined this place for him, and he feels like he can never go back there now. I let him know that I understand corn exists, and honestly, I don't have a problem of him looking at it from time to time if it doesn't interfere with raising our son or our SX life. My issue was that he was looking up pictures of a girl he knows in real life and has access to. A girl I know nothing about and is almost half his age, and to me, all of this makes it wrong. What if she was interested in him in the slightest? I also feel like our intimacy has been lacking and that I have been the one to initiate sex lately. My husband has since apologized for hurting me, but we have otherwise stopped talking about it. He didn't acknowledge that it was wrong. It still feels unresolved, but we are trying to move past it and make an effort to do more things together. I am getting older, but I do work very hard to stay in shape. I'm now 120 pounds and curvier than before. My husband has never once made me feel insecure about my body. I do look a little young for my age, but I know that aging is inevitable. There is always going to be another 24-year-old bartender posting pics online. I still want my husband to be able to go out and grab a beer after work if he wants to. I don't want to have to worry about him. But if he was looking up this one girl, how do I know there won't be another? The girl is cute, but I feel like if it was her, it could literally be anyone. Am I being unrealistic? Too trusting? Not trusting enough? I've only brought this up to a few friends, and they all agreed with not being comfortable with their spouse searching for girls they know in real life.